All right, how's everybody doing today? Good? All right, I'm going to get into a response to a question I got on Twitter, which was a reply to a question that I put out there, which was pick a topic, any topic, I'm going to do a commentary on it. So my buddy GCP25, link to his channel will be down in the description, asked me, how do you stay motivated on YouTube and what allows me to keep uploading? Good question. So, I've been doing YouTube for a while, and I gotta say, you guys know me, it's definitely not the money that motivates me, right? So, I've made zero money from YouTube at all, so it's definitely not that. That's not what motivates me to do YouTube. What motivates me to do YouTube is to connect with people, to network with people, to get a little bit of a base, to get an audience of people that want to listen to me on a regular basis. I want to know that when I put an upload, that I know I have X amount of people that I know are definitely going to come watch it, that comment on videos, that like the videos, that interact with me. The interaction is probably the biggest thing that motivates me on YouTube because for some reason I feel that I can help a lot of people just by talking to them. I've experienced in a lot of different life situations. And the ironic thing is that I'm not a very motivated person. I'm not lazy, but I'm not very motivated myself to do things. I'll think of great things for everybody else to do, and I'll be able to motivate anybody else to do something. But when it comes to getting motivated myself to do something, it's kind of something that I need to work on a little bit. One of the things that helps is having a kid because you're kind of forced to do a lot of things that you may not be motivated to do on your own. Such things like my daughter's getting to the age where she can go on roller coasters now and rides at some of the amusement parks around here. So, while I may not have been motivated to do that myself, now that I have a daughter, I'm kind of forcing myself into that motivation. But for YouTube directly, it's really the interactions with people. It's, that's really what keeps me. That's what makes me stay motivated. Knowing that I've got you guys listening and that I can put this stuff out there and you're going to keep interacting and, you're going to help me when I need help and ask for it, such as video quality, audio, things like that. A lot of you guys retweet my tweets and my uploads and you share it around and you're helping me with that. And that in itself motivates me. The question about what allows me to keep uploading, well, I've got to say one of probably my subscribers and my personal pet peeve is the consistency to which I do upload. Because I think once I get into a groove and I hit that groove and I'm rolling, a lot of this stuff just comes out natural. I don't have to really think about it. I don't sit there and just stare at the mic and just, what am I going to say? What am I going to talk about? I need a topic, which was one of the reasons I sent that tweet out was for you guys to give me some ideas for topics so I could just spit them out. So yeah, that's pretty much why I do that. And in a way, I kind of feel obligated to my audience to just keep putting the videos up. I know there was a time and, it was far and in between when I did upload. And now that I'm trying to get on a more consistent basis, that's allowing me time to stack these commentaries up, get them recorded, gives me time to work on the thumbnails, gives me time to work on titles and tags. I can schedule them through YouTube. And what I kind of want to do is maybe get like a 2-week head start where I could start stacking these things up. The way that it's been rolling out is that Saturdays are kind of like the days that I can sit down and get some commentaries done. And I'd like to do it in a way where I can upload, say, like every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I'm still looking to tweak that. Days and times do matter when you upload to YouTube. So I'm going to be playing with that. So I'm not going to come up with like a set schedule because I'm not big enough where I could do that. It's not like I can say Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern. That's where my upload is going to be. Now it's kind of easier to state it at schedule, but finding the schedule that works best for the audience across the board is where I'm at now working on. So I gotta say that's what keeps me uploading. You guys, it's really not me personally. I mean, I could probably not upload another video and I'll be fine. You know, I'll go on. I'll keep watching everybody's. Those of you that do have channels and you guys know I support you. I comment on every video that I can. I like every video that I can. You know, on Twitter, I interact with you. So, I mean, life without YouTube and uploading videos would be just fine with me. I mean, it's not, like I said, I'm not making any money. So there's no real point except to just connect with you. And the comments and what you guys say, I mean, literally, if you guys go, I don't think you guys can check my analytics, and maybe I'm going to do that, but and put a screenshot up on the board if I can find it. And in fact, since I'm recording this at home, if I remember to do it at work. But my like to dislike ratio, like forget views, forget watch time, forget, you know, just forget all that stuff that other people worry about, right? Let's look at likes to dislikes and the amount of comments, right? I'm a 550 approximately subscriber channel, right? Out of that 550, there's probably maybe 15 to 20 that are active. I don't want to say alive, but like active. You know what I mean? But yet I'm hitting 20 comments. I'm hitting the likes. I'm not getting dislikes because I'm not bashing people. I'm not calling people out. I talk about, you know, real shit that you guys can all relate to. You may disagree with some stuff, and that's okay. And sometimes you guys will down in the comments, but you still like the upload. You know what I'm saying? So I think as a whole, that kind of matters to me more. That's really the reason why I keep uploading, because I feel some of you do enjoy it. You know, some of you do enjoy hearing what I got to talk about. Maybe the way that I do it. Maybe you guys like the way I do thumbnails. You know, I don't know, but I know there's a connection there with some of you, and I want to do it for you. It's really not for me. I can stop this now. This could be my last upload, and I will be fine. You know, in fact, in a weird way, it's like one less thing I got to worry about, right? I don't have to worry about doing a commentary. I don't have to worry about thumbnails. I don't have to worry about, but I'm trying to hit a groove right now. I'm trying to get this to where it needs to be, and hopefully it can take off on its own, you know, generically, to just get it to the point where I'm flowing with it, and you guys are enjoying it. And as long as you guys are enjoying it, I'm gonna keep doing it. So I hope that answered your questions. I thanks, GCP. I appreciate the reply to the tweet. No, I'm just putting it out there, hard on the sleeve. I'm just being honest with you guys. I'll always be honest with you guys when it comes to topics, you know, stuff like this. You know, that's probably one of my strengths, and one of my weaknesses is my honesty. You know, I don't mind answering tough questions. I don't mind talking about personal stuff. There are lines I won't cross, but that's just me being honest with who that honesty might affect. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to talk about my wife. I'm not going to talk about, you know, I might mention her here and there. You know, I'll mention my daughter here and there, but you know, I'm not going to mention like details or anything like that. At least not yet. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even ready to get in front of the camera myself. If I was to introduce like doing vlogs and my daughter was in it, you know, that's one thing. And my skin is thick enough to handle that. It's really not about that. It's not about the idiots out there who might say shit. It's me. I'm just not comfortable yet to do it. Just me personally. I'm just not ready. So believe me, my daughter's wanted a YouTube channel for about 3 years now. She's 7. She's hooked on YouTube, and it's a horrible parenting thing to say, but I'm saying she does enjoy it. She even likes, you know, she knows I have a channel, but she has no idea what it's about. So she's never watched any of my videos, but she likes when I talk to her about certain things about how people produce their content and how they do it. You know, she watches YouTube Kids, so she sees like hobby kids and, you know, all those egg opening things and all that stuff. And, you know, it's something I could probably do with her. And I to be honest, my daughter's personality, we would probably, it's crazy. We would probably explode if we were to do that. But, who knows? In 5 years, you might see her channel over mine. But, That's what motivates me, and that's what keeps me uploading, is you guys out there. And that's it. Thanks, guys. I still got to work on an outro. Still. Thanks, guys. And I mean, I'll see you on the next one, like, it's cool, but it's kind of, doesn't like Thunder do that? And, oh, God. All right, I'm just going to say it like this. Goodbye.